All right. What's happening, my friend? It's Brando here, and you're looking for how to get startup money to start a small business. It's a good question. I can help you out with this. I've started multiple different types of businesses in the last 3 years. And if you're serious, you want to learn how to get startup money to start a business, although I have never personally gotten startup money like grants or loans to start a small business, I have gotten around people, within the last 3 years who have, okay? And there's some very important things you have to know before really venturing down into them, like processes, how long it can actually take to get startup money, all right? And just being aware that you might not get the amount that you're looking for depending on what type of business it is that you're looking for, which is a question you should ask. Are you looking to start a business that creates leverage and flexibility, or are you looking to start a business where you have to deal with employees, where you have to deal with equipment, where you have to deal with all this stuff? Because if you're looking for that, all right, it's gonna differ between the amount of startup money that you need and how you actually get started. All right, so I hope that makes sense. But ultimately, what it comes down to when looking for how to get startup money to start a business, there's different things you can do out there. One of the most popular is crowdsourcing or crowdfunding. All right, this is where you can go on sites like Kickstarter and you can put your ideas out there, and if it's good, people will fund it. All right, people will donate $5, 25 cents, $10, and it adds up over time. But it's really competitive on Kickstarter and other places like that. But that's one of the ways you could do it. I wouldn't recommend you go get a loan or get a grant. The process of doing that, it's just nuts. It kills people. In fact, if you're looking to just start a small business, the best advice I could give you is looking at the internet. And this is something I transitioned over to going back 12 months ago after starting traditional small businesses, a lot of different types of niche ones in the last 3 years, and kind of just grinding my gears, sometimes paying employees more than I was getting paid. And I transitioned myself to an internet business, all right, 12 months ago. And for the first time, I was able to create leverage and flexibility working part-time and creating a full-time income. And it's the best advice I could give you if you're just looking to start a business, because the startup cost for an internet business, when you know what you're doing, it's very minimal cost. It's not overhead like you would with a traditional business, with equipment, with employees, because it's all done through the internet. And it's the best advice I could give you. And of course, there's different things you could get involved with online. What happened for me was I ended up finding a guy and coming across a person who was getting the type of results that I wanted, creating ridiculous amounts of money without building websites, without anything technical. And I latched on to what he was doing. I started copying and modeling him, and it took me 2 weeks to create a full-time income, working very part-time, obviously not typical or average results, but it's to share with you what's possible, all right, and how powerful the internet really is. So that's something I would advise you to look into if you're serious. But that in a nutshell is how you can get startup money for a small business. That's one of the ways. I figured I wouldn't throw at you a bunch of ways to try and overwhelm you and confuse you, along with some advice I figured I'd give you. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I put it together for you. I've got kind of a cough here. Tickle in the throat. But if you're wondering a little bit more about how to build an internet business without the overhead of a traditional small business, and I can show you what I've done in the last 12 months, if you've got a good work ethic and you're willing to learn a few simple things, then here's what you can do. Check out my site. I'll put a link down to it below. It's 123marketingtips.com. What you'll see there is two things. I'm just warning you. The first is a 4-minute video from myself and my business partner, walking you through the exact same process that you can use to go out there, whether you have a couple hours a day or a full-time basis that you can invest to help you go out there and get the results that you want with a small business online. And then after that, you'll see testimonials from people who I personally work with. So my friend, I appreciate you for coming by and checking this video, like I said, and I'll see you at the top. Take care.